Obtaining a mortgage to purchase a home is a significant financial decision that requires careful consideration and planning. Mortgage pre-approvals and pre-qualifications are two types of preliminary approvals that lenders use to assess a borrower's creditworthiness and ability to obtain a mortgage. While both types of approvals can be useful, they serve different purposes and have different levels of reliability. In this video, we will explore mortgage pre-approvals, mortgage pre-qualifications, and the differences between mortgage pre-approvals and pre-qualifications. By the end of this video, you will be able to distinguish between mortgage pre-approvals and mortgage pre-qualifications. This will enable you to better prepare for the home buying process and improve your chances of getting approved for a mortgage. Let's start with understanding each concept. We begin with explaining what a mortgage pre-qualification is. Mortgage pre-qualification is the initial step in the mortgage application process, where a borrower provides information to a lender about their income, assets, and debts. The lender uses this information to determine an estimate of how much the borrower may be able to borrow, the interest rate they may qualify for, and the type of mortgage loans they may be eligible for. Pre-qualification can typically be done over the phone, online, or in person and does not require the lender to verify the borrower's financial information or credit history. While pre-qualification can give borrowers a general idea of their potential purchasing power, it is not a guarantee of approval or the specific loan terms that a borrower may be offered. Now, let's talk about mortgage pre-approval. Mortgage pre-approval is a more in-depth evaluation of a borrower's creditworthiness and ability to obtain a mortgage. During the pre-approval process, the borrower must complete a mortgage application and provide the lender with documentation, such as income verification, bank statements, and credit reports. The lender will then verify the borrower's financial information and credit history to determine how much they may be eligible to borrow and the specific terms and interest rates they may qualify for. Once pre-approved, the borrower will receive a pre-approval letter, which outlines the terms of the potential loan, such as the loan amounts, interest rate, and estimated monthly payments. This letter is typically valid for a certain period of time, such as 60 to 90 days, during which the borrower can shop for homes and make offers. Mortgage pre-approval can give homebuyers a more accurate estimate of their potential purchasing power and can also help them stand out in a competitive market by showing sellers that they are serious and have already been approved for a mortgage. However, it is important to note that pre-approval is not a guarantee of final approval for a mortgage, as the lender may still need to verify additional information and documentation during the underwriting process. To make it easier for you to understand, we are going to identify the top differences between mortgage pre-qualification and mortgage pre-approval. The first one is their difference by definition. Mortgage pre-qualification is an informal process that involves a lender estimating how much of a mortgage you could potentially qualify for based on information you provide about your income, debts, and assets. Pre-approval, on the other hand, is a more formal process that involves a lender reviewing your credit history, income, and other financial information to determine how much they are willing to lend you. The second difference is the types of documentation required. Pre-qualification typically requires less documentation than pre-approval. In most cases, you will only need to provide basic information about your finances, such as your income, debts, and assets, to get pre-qualified. Pre-approval, on the other hand, will require you to provide more detailed financial information, such as tax returns, bank statements, and employment history. The third difference between the two is reliability. Mortgage pre-qualification is less reliable than pre-approval because it is based on the information you provide, rather than a thorough review of your financial history. Pre-approval, on the other hand, is a more reliable indication of how much you can borrow because it involves a lender reviewing your credit and financial history. The fourth difference is timing. Pre-qualification is a quick process and can usually be completed in a matter of minutes or hours. Pre-approval takes longer because it involves a more thorough review of your financial history. The process can take a few days to a few weeks, depending on the lender and your financial situation. And finally, the fifth difference is the impact on credit score. Pre-qualification does not affect your credit score because it is based on a soft credit check, which does not leave a mark on your credit history. Pre-approval, on the other hand, requires a hard credit check, which can temporarily lower your credit score. Overall, mortgage pre-qualification can be a good first step in the home buying process, but pre-approval is a more reliable indication of how much you can borrow and gives you more leverage when making an offer on a home. We discussed the key differences between mortgage pre-approvals and mortgage pre-qualifications. In conclusion, mortgage pre-qualification and pre-approval are two important steps in the home buying process, but they are not interchangeable. While pre-qualification is a quick and easy way to estimate how much you may be able to borrow, pre-approval is a more thorough and reliable process that involves a lender reviewing your financial history and credit score. Ultimately, pre-approval can give you a more accurate picture of what you can afford and may even give you an advantage when making an offer on a home. Regardless of which option you choose, it is important to work with a reputable lender who can guide you through the process and help you make informed decisions about your home buying journey. All right, let's summarize what you learned in this video. In this video, you learned about mortgage pre-approvals, mortgage pre-qualifications, and the differences between mortgage pre-approvals and pre-qualifications. Thanks for watching.